Nestled on the banks of the Hudson River, Michie Stadium. It will play host to some of the nation's finest today and another thrilling edition of Army football. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on a team from the American, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Black Knights ready to get this thing started and open the season. Fielded in the end zone. It's Newsome. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now on the option. The pitch. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Wilson to pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's past the 30. At the 45 on his way. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit? When he's not scared to come up and tackle. A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you could tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Michie Stadium, alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on 3rd down. The quick out. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
All right, nice gain on 3rd down there. No, you didn't get the 1st down. Now it's a thought process, right? Early in the game, do I want to show aggressiveness, or am I going to be a little bit passive? Your decision. Go for it or not.
They punted away on 4th down. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
The Black Knights are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's look at the big picture for Army. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On the option. Breaks the tackle. Makes it past the marker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Finds his man. It's Smith. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wilson will throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, on 3rd down, they go to the running back screen. They're able to get a couple of yards, but not enough for the first. What do?
The Monarchs will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Kick is in the air. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and hauls it in. And he's backed up deep in his own territory. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. From deep in their own territory, looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And the Black Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Black Knights can do it on the ground with a Mr. Inside or Mr. Outside. They just love to run it.
They'll do it however way you want it. Whether it's inside and they're going to give the first one or they're going to run the option off it, you're going to get a steady dose of running the football. They will check to see how physical you want to be in a football game.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The option look. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
The Black Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Runs through a tackle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
They've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So first down here as they go back to work. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Looking to scramble. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. At the 35, he's open. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left. Receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Here's the handoff. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Black Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. It's complete to the right. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
And the Black Knights started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
To the air on second down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. The Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Rides the back on the option to give. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. The screen, and watch out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on fourth down. He'll keep it on the sneak. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go. No push. Big stop by the D.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Off-play action on first down. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Got a little space.
Returner is tackled down at the 37. And your Albany Black Knights will take over. First and 10.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
To throw, it's Hawkins. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. The snap sets up the throw. He's got the back in the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Wants to throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Wilson to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back in the 10.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab over the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Monarchs will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Quick pass on the jet motion. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Rides the back and leaves it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Sends it back in motion. They'll try to run for it. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Just a simple play. Get the speedster on the edge, get the edge, block it up really well, and then let the running back do the rest. But I do like the finish from the defense. Listen, you gave up a big play. At least hit him as he goes out of bounds. Take a chunk out of him. Make the game physical. Make him pay for that run he just gave to you.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
The Black Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The offense changing the play. Got him looking to run. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Jackson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Quick toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. And the Black Knights need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. That is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. There he goes. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And now on second down for this offense. Off the play fake. He's going for the big play. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
On the option. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Monarchs will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. He'll start the third quarter with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield. The running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Gibbs. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Using his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. There was a time when if you had a guy who runs like he does, that you move him to a different position. Not anymore, man. These quarterbacks can run and throw.
Yeah, back in my time, I was throwing to guys like that. I certainly wasn't moving like it, but boy, oh boy, you hold your breath every time he takes off because that guy might be the fastest player on the field.
And the Monarchs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wide receiver going in motion. The give out of the gun. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll go to the toss. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
They go to the wide receiver screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understanding they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play, the defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Gibbs. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. That throwing catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
The Black Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Gibbs. Working that wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
And the Black Knights are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going for a big play downfield.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They booted away on 4th down. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll try to get outside. Fighting off the defender. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. He'll ride his man on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
The Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the ground, it's Jackson. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Fullback's got it. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
He wants to change this route. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Running behind that left side. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try it over the left side. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where he's blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
He splits the uprights. They have taken the lead here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up by 26 over Buffalo. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Gibbs. stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Black Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll run the option. Runs through the tackle.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run the toss. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Gibbs. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Power football with the run. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Using his legs to buy some time. Touchdown, Army! And the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And he's not going to take the touchback. Really really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wilson will throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's sticky. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Back to pass. Spins it out to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Newsome. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
The play action fake. Moving out of the pocket. Got a 1st down. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA